Hi folks, I did a video about a month ago. It was just get 72 hours under your belt, encouraging those who are interested in prepping but not yet doing it to just do it, essentially, to stop sitting on the sidelines and at least do the beginnings, the first steps of prepping. I had a good response from that, and I had a lot of good input from experienced preppers. So what I'm going to do is continue to do videos, step-by-step prepping to new preppers, addressing problems for new preppers, in hopes that some more people will get involved and do what they need to do to take care of themselves and their families. Now, in the first video, I discussed just getting 72 hours worth of food, water, a means to prepare your food, a means to protect your food, shelter, etc. Enough supplies for 72 hours to survive. Some of the input I got back, Paul from HTF The Survival Store said, hey, make lists, make a plan. I'll go into that. What I got back from Yankee 4 and several others actually was that my recommendation to get the cheapy gallon jugs of drinking water from the supermarket for storage was not a good recommendation. That those bottles are actually not designed for long-term storage, and they'll basically just collapse after a while. So, point taken, you want to look at that and actually perhaps look at the liter bottles of water or something that's a little bit more substantial for storing your water. Going back to what Paul said about making a plan and making lists, a lot of people are not detail oriented. You have to take on some level of detail orientation to be effective at prepping, and if this is you making a list on a yellow tablet or you making lists and plans on spreadsheets, that's all up to you. Whatever way you can do it best. But number one, an inventory of your supplies is very good to have, because at a glance it can show you what you lack. You might be waist deep in canned food and bottled water and it looks like a lot, but then you'll put it all down on paper and you'll see glaring deficiencies. So it's very important to keep some sort of track and do periodic re-inventories of your stuff and see if you're headed in the right direction. The second part of that is making a plan. What are you going to do? Where are you going to meet? Where are you going to go? Now, my family knows if there's a fire in the house, we all get out and go to the mailbox. Very simple. There's a plan. Nobody leaves the mailbox until everyone is accounted for. Now take that simple plan and escalate it a little bit to whatever natural disaster or man-made disaster that you anticipate. Many families that live in a hurricane zone already have a plan for this, where they're going to pack up the car when a hurricane is coming and go to grandma's house in the mountains. That's fine, excellent. Usually you can see a hurricane coming from a long way off. In fact, sometimes weeks away. But what happens when disaster strikes without warning and everyone is scattered to the winds? You're at your job, your wife is at her job, the kids are at school or after school activities. What happens then? Well, there needs to be a preset plan to guide everybody where to go and what to do. The first part of that plan is getting home. Everyone needs to know both a primary and at least one alternate route to get home from wherever they are, whether it be in a vehicle or on foot. it's important that every other family member also knows all of those routes, so that if one family member has not turned up, that the other family members will know where to look. The next part of the plan is, what if your home is untenable? What if when you get there you can't stay there and you've got to continue on? Well, the way that I look at this is I've got close rally points, medium rally points, far rally points, and eventual bug out locations. In my case, it's cold camps. I did a video on this, go ahead and check it out. Cold camps. But in your case, it might be a friend or family member's house. Well, you've got to plan for every eventuality, whether you be in a vehicle or on foot, whatever. The important thing is that everyone knows the plan and that the plan has been rehearsed. On top of that, you periodically want to review the plan and see if changes are necessary. For example, if home is no longer inhabitable for one reason or another, whether it be it isn't there or someone else has occupied it, everyone coming home would divert to the close rally point. The close rally point can be a street corner a few blocks away. This can be a big rock in the woods. It can be a road intersection, whatever. In cases of a rally point that's in the woods, you can even have a cache there. But what's most important is that each family member have a generally fixed amount of time to wait at the rally point, if possible. You don't want them sitting and waiting at that rally point for 4 hours if as soon as they get there they determine it to be dangerous. But after they've determined that it's dangerous, or they've waited the amounted lot of time and no one else has turned up, they want to go ahead and move to the next rally point. What's important here is to leave word that you've been at the rally point and passed through the rally point. You've all seen the spy movies where they make the little chalk mark on the mailbox or something showing that the dead drop has a message in it. Well, essentially you want to do the same thing. You want to carve the first letter of your name into the appointed tree, or spray painted on the rock, or spray painted on the wall, whatever your situation is. And therefore each member that continues to pass through that rally point will know who has been there and who hasn't. So you've got the basic 72-hour kit. You're starting to work on your plan. Now go back and round out that kit. Now that you've done an inventory on it, go back and see, hey, what am I missing? Do I have copies of my vital documents? Do I have extra supply of prescription meds? Is there anything that I can do to improve this? I initially put this item into the kit, but now I've managed to acquire another item which is better. Should I keep both items in the kit, or should I remove the old one? So work on your plan, round out your 72 hours, and press on. Thanks for your time. Stay safe.